suggest that every company must have its own AI?
I would say yes. At some point, I think every company should have its own localized AI. I think a lot of the time we're relying on all these international AIs that are obviously, I mean, at some point, that the data that we're giving it from South Africa is going to be used to train the next model and the next model. Whereas if we can be using our own data and protecting our own data locally, then it becomes a lot more applicable and a lot more kind of specific for our use cases that we need in South Africa.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time when you just go into an AI, you say, oh, tell me this solution to this problem, or how do we address inequality, or how do we address unemployment? It doesn't quite understand the context, because it's thinking of it in an international level. It's not thinking about it in a regional level here in South Africa. So the AIs that we're developing here is going to be very specific to local challenges or local issues that we're trying to solve in South Africa.
All right.
So
Are you developing your own AI?
Yeah.
All right. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, sure. So obviously when I say developing our own AIs, we're not reinventing the wheel, because obviously a lot of the groundwork has already been done by some big companies. Some of them have been kind enough to open source their models, which means that they've made it publicly available for everyone to kind of tinker with and try and kind of create their own versions. So there's a process called fine tuning, where you take your own data and you merge it with the existing model so that it becomes a little bit more relevant to whatever, when I say fine tuning, whatever data you've given it in that fine tuning process.